Railroad prototype modelers. These meets are held all across the country, California to Florida. And in Minnesota, we have our very own. It's called the Modelers Retreat, put on by the Twin Cities Division of the NMRA. And this is a car I'm going to try and build and represent and bring to this year's meet. Actually, two of them. And I have a perfect candidate, the Intermountain. No, sorry, it's a Fubi. It's going to have to be a stand-in till I can get the right one, which is coming out later this year. This one has 6 rib. The prototype has 5. And Milwaukee will actually be making the correct one, but it'll be out too late for this. So let's begin the weathering on these cars by creating what is called a pin wash. And this will just bring out the accents. And here you can kind of see it on this car I made for Athearn for their Prime for Grime contest. Darkened down, you can see the ribs a little more. And we'll also spray the bottom, maybe a little, we'll touch that up with some dust. So here's what I use to create my pin wash. Abterlung 502, smoke and bitume. I really like those. 50-50 mix. It's some odorless thinner from AK. Mix it up with that and also use that to wipe it down. We'll have a variety of brushes mixing up the paints and applying it and also cleaning it off, and a little cup just to mix everything in. And of course, some paper towels cuts down on the mess. Mixed up our pin wash. Now let's apply it to the model. You can use a variety of products for a pin wash. I like these oils. They're a bit more forgiving and give me more time to work on them as my schedule is very chaotic. But if you like some panel wash, there's a lot of applications like the Tamiya one. And, well, I know someone who really likes the Tamiya panel wash.
We look at another use for the Tamiya washes.
This stuff is magical.
Ooh, here's a 10-second tip.
Washing your exhaust with a little black accent liner. Very simple, little brush, little black, goes a long way.
I'd say that's an improvement.
Monochrome. It's a very simple process. I just use the Tamiya black accent washes.
Seems like you use that for everything.
Well, it works really well because there's really not a whole lot of issue in terms of trial and error.
Tamiya accent washes?
Oh, come on.
You'd put that on your taco if you could.
He puts it on his tacos. Not bad. Taco flavoring or otherwise. Here our model has sat for at least 5 minutes, maybe a little longer. And now I'm going to get my odorless thinner. And I'm going to clean up about 90% of it. I don't want it on the flat portions or on the ribs. So I'm going to remove all the unwanted pin wash portions. Here's the model all cleaned up, and you can see the details really pop. And when it dries, you can see all those markings. You could even work on this for probably another day or two if you needed. And we've got our model back again. We're quite happy with how the pin wash looked on the sides. So it is time to add that to the roof and show off all these wonderful panel lines. And we'll also hit the ends, and we want to make sure we hit the top of those end ribs, because that's where the dirt will collect. Not on the bottom, but on the top. And this will bring out all these details very nicely. Looks like we're just about done. We're going to put the wash in top of all these little ribs and crevices. We'll let that dry for a few moments before coming back to work on it. Here's the roof that's dried, and you can see on your left hand side that's really a mess. So we'll get the Odorless thinner and we'll clean that up. You can see on the right side I've started it. So let's fix up this roof really nice now. And here are our models. We're done with this step. It's time to add the decals. So we'll put some gloss coat on there. These are looking pretty good. A little lightly weathered. All the details are popping. We'll paint the bottoms later. But let's get these ready to add a little gloss coat. So our cars, we're going to airbrush them and add some gloss coat. I'm going to do the Vantage Modeling Solution VMS Varnish. Make sure it's a gloss. Shake this up really, really well. Put it right in the airbrush straight as this is. And we're going to spray where the decals will go on the bottom of the cars and on the ends. VMS self-leveling gloss coat. It's very, very nice. I highly recommend it. So let's give it a good spray. And we're out of the spray booth. Here you can see the nice gloss finish on the bottom where we're going to add the lettering and some graffiti decals. In the next step, these cars are very shiny. Decals will sit right down on that. Did both sides, the bottom and the ends. And let's start adding the lettering. Thank you for watching. If you like this, please subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. The Split Rock Mining Company appreciates it. If you listen to podcasts, check out The Crossing Gate, a podcast devoted to the topic of model rating, where the crew discusses a different issue that you've probably come up with in the building of your layout or the making of your models. Give it a listen on all of these download places.